Hello, my dear children. Today we are going to take up from our beehive last but one chapter, The Born of Love, and it is written by Kenneth Anderson. The Born of Love is the lesson name, and the author's name is Kenneth Anderson. This story is about love between animals and human beings. We can see love and affection between animals and human beings. That is what this story highlights. This particular story by Kenneth Anderson highlights the emotion or the feeling of love and affection between animals and human beings. The important characters in this particular short story is the narrator. The author himself is the narrator and his wife. There is another character, very important character, Bruno. This Bruno is the name of a baby bear. Baby bear, animal, wild animal, baby bear. And its name is later changed to Baba. Bruno or Baba is the name of a bear cub or a baby bear. And there are another two characters, the curator of the Jew and the superintendent of all the Jews. Jew means a place where animals are kept, zoo. So the curator, that means the in charge of the Jew, and the superintendent, the chief of Jew. This is what you should know as far as the characters are concerned. Now let us go to the plot of the story. As I said earlier, this story highlights the feeling of love and affection between human being and animals. The story begins with the narrator, how he got a baby bear by an accident. The narrator, that means the author, was going to Mysore in his car, and all of a sudden he saw some farmers were shooting pigs. They were driving away pigs from their sugarcane fields, and they were shooting them, and everything was over. All of a sudden one bear came out from the sugarcane field when everything was silent, when the whole incident was over. So one of the author's friends shot the bear then and there, and the big bear fell down onto the ground. So it was stationary, its body was prostrate on the ground. So when everybody was observing, a part of its body, black body, got separated from the main body, and it was making rounds around the body, big body of the sloth bear which was shot down. So they examined and they could find out that the small baby bear which was attached to its mummy came out from the body which was shot dead, and it was making pitiful sounds, weeping and making rounds around the body of the dead body of the mummy bear, big bear. So immediately the author thought that he should take the baby bear, small bear, and they somehow ran and picked up this small sloth bear, put it in a gunny bag. The author came back from Mysore and he presented this small baby bear to his wife. The wife was very much delighted and she felt very happy. Immediately she named that baby bear as Bruno. The name was given by the author's wife, and the name is Bruno. This you should remember. And she started bringing it up. There was love and affection between the author's wife and this little bear, Bruno. She started feeding it with the bottle. She gave many things to this small bear, Bruno, for eating and drinking: chocolate, porridge, cakes, and for drinking tea, coffee, lemonade, beer, and so many things were given by the author's wife to this small bear, and it started growing up very, very soon. Two accidents befell Bruno. Very important question. Two accidents. Number one accident, the author has kept some poison in order to kill the rats in his library. Bruno went into the library. That poison name is barium carbonate. It ate the poison and immediately paralysis set in. Immediately the author took this small bear to the veterinary doctor. The veterinary doctor gave some antidote medicine and soon it became all right. That is number one accident, poison. Number two accident, when the author kept some engine oil which was removed from his car, and when he kept it there in a big bottle, the author thought that Bruno would not touch it, but Bruno went and drank the entire engine oil, but it did not cause much of the harm to this baby bear, and it started growing up and it also learned some tricks. Bruno has learned some important tricks upon the command of the author's wife. Whenever the author's wife said, Bruno, aim your gun, it used to take the stick and it used to aim at the other person. Bruno wrestle, then it used to fight with the other person, whoever was just before it. These were the tricks that Bruno learnt during the course of time. Next, Bruno became very big and everybody suggested the author that it should not be kept at home and it required much space to roam, and because of the safety of the children who were also there in the rented house. So the author has finally decided to give it to give this animal, little animal, Bruno, to the Mysore Zoo. So immediately it was sent to Mysore Zoo. It was kept in the Mysore Zoo. So when it was kept into the Mysore Zoo, the author's wife missed Bruno, and Bruno also missed the author's wife, because there was a bond of love and affection between the author's wife and this baby bear Bruno. Both of them started fretting in, and both of them felt very sad. Both of them started weeping. This animal, because of missing the author's wife, it stopped eating. The author's wife also stopped eating, and for some time it went on like that. Finally, the author's wife demanded the author to take her to the Mysore Zoo where this animal Bruno was kept. So the author had no choice, and he took this lady, his wife, to Mysore Zoo, and everybody thought that this bear would not recognize, because several months passed. There was separation of several months. The bear would not recognize the author's wife. That's what everybody thought. But soon after the author's wife came into view, Bruno recognized the author's wife. It started jumping in joy and shouting in joy. The author's wife also felt very much delighted, and she went running in order to embrace this little bear which was kept in a cage. And both of them embraced, both of them felt very, very happy, and the author's wife brought many things from Bangalore, and she started feeding with so many things. Happily, this bear cub started eating many things. They sat there for about, just like mother and child, they sat there for about 4 hours, and it was the closing time of the zoo, and everybody asked her to leave, but the author's wife did not want to leave without Bruno. She requested the curator, the in charge of the zoo, to give back that animal Bruno back to her. But the curator said he could not give. He asked her to go to the chief, that means superintendent of the zoos, who was stationed at Bengaluru. So immediately the author took his wife to Bengaluru. The permission was taken from the superintendent, and once again they came back to Mysuru, and with that permission letter, once again they took this Bruno back to their house. Finally, it reached the house of the narrator. Because it became very big and strong, they need special arrangement. Special place was required to keep this animal. So it was a very big bungalow, the author had. So the author made one island kind of a thing in his house, in the empty space courtyard of the house, one island with a trench, with a pit, one island surrounding it, one island was made, and it was kept there, and both of them, isn't it, the author's wife and Bruno, isn't it, regularly used to meet, and regularly she used to feed by going into the island with some kind of a special arrangement of a rope, and like that they were together forever. From this story we can understand that animals do have a sense of love and affection like human beings, perhaps more than human beings. I want you to read this story. I'll be sending notes also. Thank you.